When people think of rehabilitation, they think of therapy, high tech devices, doctors, therapists, and injured patients. But what they don't really think about, which is most important, is the equipment needed for recovery care. My name is Mia Myers Ray,
And I'm Xander Gluckman.
and we interned at St. Luke South Rehabilitation Center.
At the hospital, we talked to many therapists, doctors, nurses, and techs. And we asked them what the biggest issue was. They all said the same thing: the equipment tracking system. The equipment is used for patient care is going missing throughout the hospital. Patients are either unknowingly taking it home, or it's just simply not making it back down to the main floor.
Just this year alone, 8 cushions, 4 canes, and 2 wheelchairs have been lost. The estimated value for replacing them is about $3,500. This causes the hospital to have to spend thousands of dollars on replacing the equipment needed for these patients. If they continue to have the same problem with no improvements, the hospital will stop reimbursing them for this equipment. This causes a domino effect where if they're not able to get the equipment that they need, they're not going to be able to treat as many patients as possible.
This is why the tracking system is so bad. This is their old tracking system. Simply just a laminated piece of paper and a dry erase marker. It stops getting used multiple times, and patients just lose their equipment all the time, and it's just outdated.
So, our solution was to create a digital tracking system. Here, you have a QR code that you will scan. After that, it would take you to a Microsoft form or like a Google form. And then it would take you to an Excel sheet or a spreadsheet for better lack of words.
Let's take a closer look at these steps. The first step of our solution involves a QR code. A tech or therapist will simply scan the QR code for the item they are checking out. Each category of the item gets their own QR code. For example, walkers get their own, wheelchairs get their own, and so on and so forth. The QR code will take the person to its respective Microsoft form.
Here at the form, the tech or therapist will fill out just about 5 to 6 questions in just a few seconds. First, they will select whether they are checking in or out an item. Then they would check in, or they would type in the item that they were checking in or out, the label that corresponds with it, the room number, and the name. So for example here, Xander is checking out a Roho cushion, specifically R4, to room 2020. And yes, we did have to individually tag each and every item, which took many weeks.
Now it's time for the results. To see how often an item is being checked in or out, you can view the results in the response section of the form. This can be useful as things get used many times, they might need to be replaced. All the responses are automatically stored into an Excel sheet. Here you can view every single response, but we wanted to think about the longevity of this thing. It cannot be stressed enough that years later down the road, there's going to be thousands of responses in here. Our employer takes weekly inventory, so they want to know where the item is right now. That's where pivot tables come in, the key to the system. We worked tirelessly with a financial analyst to create pivot tables that allowed us to pull the most recent data entries and put them in order. For example, you can see where amputee support 1 through 6 is right at this moment. This allows for fast and easy inventory tracking.
In order to build upon the system that we have created, our biggest ask is access to a software app called Access. We don't have the access needed because you need a higher level security clearance at St. Luke's Hospital. Access that is much more advanced than Excel will help to tremendously elevate and improve our system. We are proud to say that we have just recently implemented our system. The amazing part about the time that we spent at this internship is the fact that this creation will continue to be used even after we're gone. We are confident that this system will help to make the lives of the techs and therapists much easier to knowing where this equipment is and be continued to be used at St. Luke South Rehabilitation Center. Thank you.